If your addiction was still working for you, maybe you would actually still be engaging in this addiction. You call addiction a brilliant strategy. And in your book, you talk about how your addiction actually helped you survive for a time. It kept you alive. And so I also want to just validate for people watching who are struggling that these habits and addictions that we've created for ourselves came from strategies to survive. If there are days where if I don't have a drink, I might kill myself, obviously that's a more effective coping strategy than doing the other behavior.
In truth, it did save my life. There is no doubt that drugs and alcohol saved my life. I don't think that my psyche could have handled what I was living with, what I was feeling, what I was experiencing, and that those drugs and alcohol brought relief. I got sober young, so the issue with the strategy is we're not saying it's brilliant, so keep doing it. We're saying, did it start as something that's brilliant? And the way I like to say it is, we don't call it addiction if it's working, we call it fun. And so when the fun starts to be fun with problems, and then problems with a little fun, and then only problems, that's when most people say, oh, maybe I should do something about this. But there's a stigma, like you said, and I think even well-intending counselors, coaches, therapists have often been trained to diagnose and treat, which is important. But the issue with that is when we're only diagnosing and treating, we might be, even if it's unconscious, looking through the lens of what's wrong with them and how do I help them fix that. And as soon as we're in that paradigm, there's an energy exchange that happens and we're unconsciously adding shame to the shame that exists. So that's what I'm most passionate about. And when I go into treatment centers or therapy practices to train or have a workshop for clinicians, it really is this. That's the root of it. How am I viewing my client? What energy is connected to that? And what else is possible?
Sending you lots of love. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe and check out one of these lovely videos. Thanks for being part of this community, and we'll see you next time.